And this is the month of Easter, isn't it? So some things will die, some will resurrect. Praise the Lord. I thank God and His servant for this great honor that has been bestowed to me to stand before the great people of God and bring this word. Acknowledge the presence of our mommy. Amen. I also acknowledge the presence of Daddy in the house. Amen. If you can't see him waving at you, don't worry. The eyes are open. Praise the Lord. It's a great privilege. This month, by the Holy Spirit, has been termed Get what? Get Councel. Last month, the Lord spoke and He said to us, be a man that seeks understanding. Don't live a life of assumption. And don't think what you know is all that there is to know. There is more than what you know. The knowledge of God is endless in our life. The wisdom of God and the ways of God, the Bible says, are past finding out. Therefore, it doesn't matter what you know about what you know, there is still a higher level. And to operate and live life well, the Creator of life said, give me understanding and I shall live. So for us to live and live well, we must keep seeking greater and deeper understanding into every matter. Glory to God. Even into the thing that you are doing. Seek deeper understanding. Praise the Lord. And the Holy Spirit speaks this month and He says, my son, my daughter, you need counsel. You need counsel. The Bible says in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. In a multitude of counselors, there is safety. There are ways that seem right unto us, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So He says to us, always leave room for advice. Always leave room for more knowledge and more understanding. So this month, God is schooling us in the school of counsel. Glory to God. So I'm going to be taking us on a very brief charge that I have titled The Demand of Humility. The demand of humility in divine counsel. Actually, it's the demand of humility in counsel. Let's open to the book of Isaiah chapter 55. Isaiah chapter 55. I read from verse 1. Oh, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. And he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread? And your labor for that which satisfieth not. Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. We're going to be reading the whole chapter. God begins by speaking about results that cannot be obtained in a human way. He begins to announce that there is those that are thirsty will be quenched of their thirst. He said, come to the waters. You are thirsty, come to the waters. That means you are in need of something. Go to the source. Go to the thing that will quench that thirst. Go to the place where you will find, not you will guess, not you might find. Go to the thing that you know will give you absolute fulfillment, a guaranteed source of the thing you are looking for. Find water if you're thirsty. That's what the Bible is saying. Find water if you're thirsty. And then he starts saying, he that has no money, come here. He said, buy, eat. Come and buy wine and milk without money and without And God begins to tell us there is and not have paid for it, per se. And normal wisdom, normal understanding, human wisdom tells us that is not right. You must have stolen it. He said, for you to have anything, you must pay for it. And God is saying, I know how bread can be found, honey and milk can be found without paying price. You know what he's telling us? I'm not human. I have ways that beat all the best ways that you have. Let's continue verse 3. Therefore he tells them, since I have results you can never achieve, keep listening. He says, incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. And he said, hear me. The thing I've talked about is with me. Now what you need to do is listen to me. Do you know? And he begins to introduce David. And he said, do you know my mercies made David? I will make a covenant with you if you pay attention to what I say. An everlasting covenant with you. Even as I did with David. My sure mercies made him. Listen to what he says. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and a commander to the people. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee because of the Lord thy God, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he has glorified thee. He said, just like I did for David, and my mercies made David, he became a leader, he became a witness to my people. He said, hear what I am saying. That is what he said in verse 3. Hear me, and I will make a covenant with you like I did with David, and I made him a leader, and I made him a witness. He said, hear me, hear me. He starts by saying, I can give you results that human wisdom can never give you. I can make you have without paying. I can make you have without paying. And he says, hear me, hear me. Just like David had me, just like David took counsel from me. That's what he's trying to say. And he said, and he became a leader and a witness to the people. He said, behold, I will make nations envy you, and nations will come to you, Israel. They will envy you because you heard me like David heard me. Let's continue. He says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. So he's talking about this hearing we need to do is going to be through the seeking of God. We will be seeking God for us to hear like David had and be exalted like David exalted. Like Israel had and took the counsel of God, and now nations are coming to Israel and are envying Israel. He said, you will seek me while I may be found. Do you know something? Maybe I can say something in passing. Many times we seek counsel, we seek advice in crisis. And that is not the way of God. God wants you to know that his wisdom, his knowledge, his understanding is available to you all through your life. When you are, as it were, in your heydays, and when it is a rainy day, like they say. Counsel should not be sought when there is trouble. Counsel should be sought constantly. You are at peace in a certain area, or you are at peace in life, and things are working. It doesn't mean you don't need advice there. You still go to him and ask God. You say, thank you, mighty Father, your counsel is working for me. Lord, any more advice you can give me? If your advice is keeping me at peace the way it is now, what if you give me more? Lord, is there anything more for me? So he says, seek, seek. So this incline your ear will be by seeking. Let's continue verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way. And the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him. And to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. And he's talking to Israel. He's not talking to a wicked nation. He's talking to Israel and he's telling them, my sons and daughters, you have gone into wickedness and you have chosen to be unrighteous, meaning you are not following the right way that I have said. You have gone away from my advice. You have gone away from my counsel. He's saying to everyone that has done that, anybody who's not operating my counsel, come back. Come back. Come back. I will abundantly pardon. He says, I will forgive. Return to the way and I will show you. And he says, that is where now, this is the scripture now we know. We quote the most in Isaiah 55. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways. He was talking to who? A person who has gone into wickedness and a person who is unrighteous. And he's saying, return. Return to me, I said. I began by saying, I can give you results that human wisdom can never give you. I can make you buy without money. I am capable of that. My name is Jehovah. I'm talking to you. My ways are not your ways, neither are my thoughts your thoughts. He began to say, listen to me, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, as I did with David and exalted him and made him a witness. Do this by seeking me. Seek me. Seek me, and you will find me. Seek me early when I may be found, no? Because there is a level of darkness that you may enter into, and I just walk away completely. Or I walk away, and you try to call me and I won't be able to hear. For your sin will separate me from you. He says, seek me while I may be found. That means while we are in relationship and I'm still willing to give you advice, please seek that advice that I have. And therefore he tells the man, whoever has gone into wickedness and has moved out of right things into unrighteousness, I am calling you back. I will pardon you. I am telling you on time, I will forgive you. Come back. For my thoughts are not your thoughts. He's now explaining why he has said all those things. My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it to bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth out of my mouth. When you seek me, what I will send to you is my word. That is the counsel I'm going to give you. I am going to speak and give you counsel. This counsel, if you keep it, then it will be an everlasting covenant between me and you. And the result of it will be you be eating without pain. I'll give you results that human wisdom and the way of man can never give. You see how the whole chapter is tied together. It's God speaking one thing in the whole chapter. My ways and my thoughts are in my word. That's what we say. My word carries my thoughts. My word carries my ways. And he says, my son, I am pleading with you. He says, you are thirsty, meaning you're in need. You say you need money. You say you need children. You say you need a house. You say you need peace. You say you need wisdom. He said, I am bound in all that. I am more than able to give you all that and more. In fact, I am come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. If I take 5 loaves and 2 fish, you will be left with 12 baskets. I am a God of abundance. I have more than you can ever need. So he's advising us and telling us, I know you want greater results than you have in your life right now. I am ready to give you. But you must incline your ear to my sayings. And how will you do that? You will seek me to hear that word I will speak. For the words I will speak to you, they constitute and they carry my thoughts and my ways. And my ways are not human ways. My thoughts are not human thoughts. So he continues to say, let me tell you, I have never spoken and my word returned to me to ask me, how come it never worked? Anything I will ever say will come to pass. That means if I speak to you, do something. He said, you can go to sleep on it. If I tell you tomorrow, say it to the righteous, it shall be well with him. If I say it will be well. Even if the thing is 1 inch from your head, it shall be well. Amen. Glory to God. Amen. My word has never returned to me void. My counsel has never failed. Do you know the greatest advisors of men can give you advice that will fail? The greatest advisors. Presidents have advisors. They have counselors. There are people that tell them and advise them in this area and that area, because a president is not an all-knowing person. He may even be an agronomist. and now he's running the matters of state, and he doesn't know anything about military. He will need military advisors. But you know, these advisors can tell them things that make him blunder. They can give them the best of their knowledge, and actually the thing they're saying is accurate. Factually, it is accurate. But when it is applied, it fails. But God gives you a guarantee, you and me here. And he said, my word will never return to me void. The same way you see water coming as rain on the earth, and in no time it is green. It has never fallen and it remained brown. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen that it was dry? Like now we are in our long rains. That the rain will now fall for 3 months and nothing will be growing. It has never happened. He said, the same way you see that, my word has never failed. And if you look at verse 12, for you shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come out the fir tree, and instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle tree. It shall be to the Lord for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. Look at that transformation that has taken place. God is talking about, I will replace this with this. You remember in scripture, the book of Deuteronomy, he said, for bronze I'll give you gold. That is how God's counsel can switch what human wisdom gives. And he tells you, I will switch this thing you call thousands. I'll take you to billions. I'll take this thing that you have in the corner of a place called a business. I will transform it, it will be in every continent by my wisdom. He said, I will convert bronze to gold. And he speaks about trees here. Instead of the thorn, you're going to have the fir tree. That is what my counsel, my thoughts, my ways conveyed to Israel as my counsel or my word will transform them. God was selling himself as the greatest advisor in that chapter. He was selling himself to Israel, and he was wondering, why are people struggling? Why is Israel struggling to try and achieve things on their own, and I am with them, I am their God? If I can be counted as a person in their midst, I am the greatest person in their midst. If they want to count brains among them, I am the greatest and I am their God. Why are they struggling? Don't they know me being with them can give them results that human wisdom, all the heads put together, bringing out the most perfect and the climax of intelligence, cannot deliver? So he was wondering. So he invites, that's why he introduces himself, and he said, come ye to the waters, and he that has no money, come, buy and eat. He said, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. And of course, when you hear that, you wonder, you say, that must be a lie. Anybody who's telling me that we are going to be allocated houses and we are not going to pay for it is joking with me. I am wiser than that. But God is telling you, by the way, I can do it. Glory to God. He said, I can do it. And the truth of the matter is this: when they went into Canaan land, your land of destiny, or your destiny as it is called, when they entered destiny, lands that they never ever paid for, they owned. Vineyards they never planted, they had. Houses they never built, they got. And they proved that the God who was speaking meant what he was saying. Praise the Lord. That is God selling himself to you and to me. Let me make a few statements about God that will help us in deciding, making this decision of humility. Two things that will help you forever, and they help me. And you will hear me say them very many times. God is not a man. There is nothing human about God. Let that thing soak into your being. God is not a man, and there is nothing human in God. Nothing human. There's no failure in God. There's no lack in God. There's no confusion in God. There's no darkness. There's no failure. God is not a man. Please understand that. And there is nothing human about him. God is in a class of his own. Don't ever judge or rate God or try to understand God by understanding a human being. You will miss your understanding of God. If you ever place a human being here and study a human being and then try to relate what you know here with God, you will miss it. has nothing human about him. Nothing. And he is not a man. The second thing you need to know about the nature of God, so that you begin to value his counsel. God's ways are not man's ways. God's ways are not man's ways. If God is going to be your counselor, if you're going to get counsel from God, expect that God will speak at his class and at his level, and he will speak strange things. Strange to human wisdom. Not necessarily strange. You understand? But they will be strange to the wisdom of man. What? How do you get wine? By putting water in pots. Now, putting water in a pot is not a strange thing to a human being. Water is normal, pots are normal, pouring water in a pot is a very normal thing. But it is a strange counsel that delivered an entire family from shame. So expect to hear strange things from him, for the ways of God are not the ways of man. Those two things will guide you and help you. If God speaks a thing, you will walk as if you're a blind man. The counsel that God will give you may not register properly as logical to deliver the answer that you are looking for, that you asked an answer to. I gave you a testimony of a lady who told God, Lord, I'm ready. I believe I'm ready. Right now I'm ready for marriage. I want to settle, please. Locate me with my husband. I want to settle in my own home. And the answer to the prayer came immediately. Join evangelism team. Now, is my husband there? Is he one of them? He said, join there. Now, there's nothing strange with going, God telling you go and serve me. But the instruction was strange in the sense that she probably would have expected, like any other person would have expected. He said, turn to the left. You see yellow? That's where. That's the one. You understand? They would have expected that as an instruction. But a strange thing, join the evangelize, go and evangelize. Go and evangelize cannot be an answer to, I said I want to settle in my home. But guess what? She won her husband to Christ in about 1.5 months. A year after, 9 months after this man had already stayed in church and was devoted to God, suddenly saw her and he said, excuse me, you know. And then by the time the testimony was being shared, 5 children had already been born to that couple. Do you understand? The ways of man will never be the ways of God will never be the ways of man. Expect that God will speak and give you counsel. That counsel may not match what you think. And that is why every man must graduate from faith to trust. Trust is the highest level of faith. Trust is the kind of thing that, like I told you, a child stands on the 5th floor and the father says jump and he doesn't think. Just jumps. I trust my father will catch me. He can't let me fall. Even if it's not that high, even if it's as high as this place, you say, baby, jump. They jump. They don't believe you can remove your hand and let him crash. That is what is called trust. When God says it, it is said. You understand? If God says, do this, you do because God said it. Those two things tell us the nature of God that will help us appreciate the counsel of God. Why are we saying those things? God is not a man and there's nothing human about him, so don't treat him like a man. And God's ways are not human ways. That means the advice that you will get from God, the counsel you will get from God, the plan and the action plan he gives you, we may not logically agree. When the Lord spoke to me and he said, and he called me on 5th of March 1998, I told him, God, I can't go into ministry without training. Because I looked at it, I was in the ministry already, and I saw the complexity of ministry. And I said, you see, I don't want to assume things. So I told him, I'm going to look for scholarship. Help me to get it. And I started looking for Rema Bible School magazines, so that I can get the address, so that I can apply to go. I never found one magazine. He never allowed me to find one. One day when I was frustrated and I said, God, how come can all these people not know? I was sitting in the choir then, and he said to me, sit here. I said, God, you can't be serious. You will train me ministry in the choir. He said, sit here. Let me tell you, my 20 years experience from that day, my 19 years experience from the day he told me sit, cannot be taught in any campus. I learned how to serve God. I learned how to be a church member. I learned how to serve in the choir. I learned what it means to lead worship. I learned altar ethics when I was a worship leader. I learned what anointing is when I was a worship leader. I learned what grace is when I was a worship leader. I learned what it means to hear God when I was a worship leader. After being a service group member, he now said, I'll take you inside. He said, to prove to you that I have called you, you will serve me on this mountain. I was still seated in the choir. I said, I'll work here. I said, you work here. One day after that service, I was just told, see Deacon King. That's what I was told. After that service, I was just to come and see Deacon King. Deacon King told me, come tomorrow. I said, sir, come tomorrow. So what time, sir? What time can you come? That's what I was at. I said, I can come by 8. He said, come at 8. When I came that following day, I was just told, go and see Pastor so-and-so, you'll be working with so-and-so. And I entered. And I saw ministry from inside. From staff. I saw everything, how it is run, and all manner of things, the systems, the people, the pastors, the everything, the protocol, all those things I learned when I was a staff. And then when the time came, it says, your time for full time is come. I mean, your time to go into the direct ministry now has come. And I became a pastor. And I became a pastor. And I had, now tell me up to where I'm standing now, which Bible school will I go to that will teach me what 19 years taught me? The instruction was what? Stay here. It is not normal, it is strange. But it has worked for me more than any degree anybody can ever give me. Any diploma anybody can ever give me. Glory to God. That is, God's ways are not human ways. The counsel that will come from God, you must be prepared. That's what I'm just trying to say. Be ready. God is not a human being. And the way of God will not be human. He will speak something that you yourself will think, this thing can't be the answer to what you're saying. But because you are God, I will do it. God's thoughts are not human thoughts, they are divine thoughts. Now, God, I'm still talking about God's nature, and I'll begin to rush from here. God picks the weak by human assessment. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 26 and 27. Just write the scripture. 1 Corinthians 1, 26, 27. He was talking to a whole church, born again people, spirit filled, operating the gifts of the Spirit like no other church, if you read the Bible. He said, for you see, people, he was talking now to the church, for you see your God and brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But he has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. God will use weak things. In human assessment, he will use something weak. Prepare for that kind of counsel. That's all we are saying. Understand him. So that when he says something very simple, and you think it cannot solve that mega thing, you will understand his ways are not human ways. He will pick a weak thing in human eyes to confound the strong, because God is God. When the glory returns to him, when everybody looks at who he used and he says, it must be God, because they have dismissed him, it must be God. Another thing is, God moves through the powerless. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us. God uses the powerless. Please understand, it will help you in receiving divine counsel. God uses a rod, isn't it? It's a powerless thing. God uses water. It's a powerless thing. God uses salt to heal. To heal a curse pronounced by a prophet. He used salt, sir, to pour in water and heal and bring about healing of the water. So that God will use a donkey. A donkey is a powerless thing. If you talk of things that have power, God will use 5 loaves and 2 fish. Things that don't have anything power. God will use a soil to make a man. God uses a powerless thing. Prepare, his counsel is coming. He will speak to you very simple thing. You say your business has not been moving forward. But this and that is the happy. He says, wake up in the night, worship me for 1 hour. You ask me for business breakthrough. Give me ideas. He said, wake up in the night, worship me for 1 hour. When he speaks that, don't despise it. You went for counsel from God. Expect God kind of counsel. He uses the powerless. God empowers rather than to pick those that are full of power. God empowers rather than to seek people that are already powerful. So he picks a stammerer in the form of Moses. He picks the least in the families. He picks the rejected, the unloved. He even picks unbelievers. He even picks Cyrus, man. He goes to the widow of Zarephath and she never leaves to worship him. After eating for 3.5 years, she returns to her God. Elijah goes to his God. Please understand God and you will understand how you will be prepared to receive counsel. God makes judgment based on the knowledge of the past, the present, and the future. God makes judgment based on the past, the present, and future knowledge. You don't have an advisor like that anywhere. Only God. So when God says, stop this now, and you say, God, my business is at its peak. You are saying, I sell it. I sell this. He is talking from past, present, and future knowledge. He knows what is in the past that will corrupt your future, that will soon be your present. And it will mess that business around. He knows it. He knows he can decide on the future. This business has climaxed in profit. It will never go higher than this. This area or this kind of business will never go higher than this. Move to the next. Invest on the next. And he shows you the next business that will grow fastest and makes most profit. So when he says close, don't mind that he said close, close. If he says move, move. If he says reinvest, reinvest. If he says when an offer comes for another job and God says stay, he is talking from knowledge of the past, the present, and the future. Just trust him. Just trust him. It will help you. Glory to God. Isaiah 46 verse 10 is what he said. He said, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do my pleasure. God is speaking from the knowledge of the past, the present, and the future. If God gives you counsel, understand that he has used all that to advise you and in the way he has advised. Praise the Lord. God knows the unknown. And when God therefore speaks, he is speaking both what you can see, pick by your senses, what you already know, and what you actually don't know. Spiritual warfare, for example, is happening as we are speaking. Sufficient of the day is the evil thereof. If God gives you counsel, all that has been considered. He has considered the physical, he has considered the spirit. He has seen what is happening, and he has advised you, my son, stay here. Now, you don't need to know why stay here. Just stay. Amen. He said, stay here. Stay. Because God knows the unknown. That is why prophets have a privilege. He said, before I do anything, I tell you. I reveal my secrets to my servants. The prophets, I know the unknown. I know the hidden. I know what man has never known up to now. What the intelligence of man in all these years has never conceived in their head. I already know it. Since I know the unknown, please take my counsel. Because you will never find another counselor anywhere that will know the unknown. Only God. Another thing you need to know about this God that is speaking to you is that anything he says comes to pass. Anything he will ever say comes to pass. Isaiah 46 verse number 10, where we read from declaring the end from the beginning. At the very end, he says, my counsel shall stand and I will do my pleasure. My counsel will stand and I will do my pleasure. There is no counsel God will ever give that will fail. What God will say will come to pass. If God told you that I will make you great, you will be blessed and be a blessing, and from where he was talking, there is no connection to any of those things. Anything that can bring it, trust me, hear me. If you continue following God, when the story is finished, you shall be great, you will be blessed, and you will be a blessing. That's all God said. That's why I pity the enemies of transformation. What God said, he said. Unless they can go and kill him and undo it. It is said, it is done, it will be. Glory to God. And God is the greatest transformer of life. Psalm 126, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. The power to transform, to turn around, to dramatically change in its highest quality and capacity and power is vested in God. Do you know I carry the capacity to turn somebody's life around? There are people I can never turn their life around. I can only wait for them to turn my life around. But there are people at my capacity I can turn their life around. And if we are ranked like that, there is a climax of a human being up there who can turn the life of everybody under us around. Above him is God. Above that man is God. And the gap between that man and God is like the gap between south and north. It has no measurement. Nobody can turn your life around like God. When God speaks to you and gives you counsel on a matter, listen to him. Husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Stop arguing. Just love him. He said it. He knows it. You don't need the details of how it will work out. What does love do to a woman? It's none of your business. Just employ the little instruction he said. A woman, wife submit to your own husband. Simple instructions that hold a family together like concrete that can never be broken. Simple instructions. No arguments. Nobody can transform life like God can. Praise the Lord. Now that we hear God can do all these things, what is our part? Our part is called humility. What is humility? It is freedom from pride in very simple terms. Humility is ranking low in hierarchy. Ranking low, you see yourself somewhere here in hierarchy. And when we are talking about divine counsel, now we are saying, recognize those that are ahead of you. Rather than being intimidated, let them inspire you. Rather than being intimidated, let them inspire you. Recognize those that are ahead of you. Why did I say those? Because counsel comes from God and comes from men too. And we'll be looking at that, I'm sure, as the month is going. You may be running a business and have run it for 10 years. There's another person who is more experienced than you. Acknowledge that that guy knows more than you. By the time he has 450 stocks and you have one, go and listen. Stop having pride. Recognize that you are lower than that person for now. Hallelujah. Recognize that God knows more than you. That is humility. Be void of pride. Be void of pride. Be void of pride. What is counsel? I've said we should have humility. But what is counsel? Why are we having humility and taking counsel? What is counsel? Counsel is simply advice. Advice. It's given especially when you consult. That is counsel. Advice given especially as a result of consultation. That is advice. That is counsel. What is counsel? Counsel is a plan. A policy, a plan. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand. He's talking about the plans. Jeremiah 29:11. I know the thoughts that I think towards you. the thoughts. They are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. I have a plan for you. That plan is called counsel. That plan of action. That plan of action is called counsel. What is counsel again? Counsel, they are gathered, they are thoughts and intentions. Thoughts and intentions. Those are counsel. That is counsel. Thoughts and intention. That's why you hear the Bible say, take counsel together and it shall not stand. Go and think and come up with things. Create, have intentions to harm me, to never come to pass. That is what counsel stands for. So, for us, what we need to do is be humble. Be void of pride. Acknowledge hierarchy. In the matter that you are in, acknowledge hierarchy. Recognize that there are those that are gone ahead of you. There is someone that knows more than you. Rather than being intimidated by these people, learn from them. Let them inspire you. For the truth is this: everybody comes blank. I think the terminology they use is tabula rasa, isn't it? Blank mind. Everything you are and know, you learned here. You never came with info from heaven. Everything you have, you learned here. So we are all, somebody has just been born, a baby has just been born right now. They are at the base of knowledge right now. And as they are going, they'll be gathering knowledge. They have to acknowledge that the teacher knows more than them. If teacher says A, E, or O, they should acknowledge that the teacher knows more and accept. That is how people, when they take counsel, they keep moving forward. Let us have humility. Let's have humility. Humility is the thing that we help, and it is the foundation of this month. If a person will not be humble, he will hear about counsel and never seek it. He will hear about advice and plans that are higher than yours, and he will never follow. He will despise those that are standing right next to him. Let us be void of pride. Pride is overestimation of self. Pride is high and inordinate opinion of oneself. High and inordinate opinion of oneself. One's own dignity, one's importance, one's merit. You have blown this thing out of proportion. You have hit the levels of pride. Don't be too proud. Don't be too proud. Don't overestimate yourself. Always sit and say, there is more to learn, and I can learn from anybody. There is more to learn, and I can learn from anybody. I'll give you examples in the Bible that will help us. That you will know that pride is a killer. Yes? Pride is a killer, and pride causes men to fall, isn't it? Before a fall is what? Pride. A haughty heart will cause a man to fall. The guarantee of a fall of a proud man is because he will never take counsel. A very innocent person who went there before or lives in that place, who knows there is a hole there, will be telling him there is a hole in front. Stop going straight, turn right. And because he feels that he has covered already 3,000 kilometers, what are you teaching me about traveling? So the hole will be there. An ordinary person will be telling them, please don't touch that. He said, this plant, when you touch it, you itch. Don't touch it. And because he has BSc in botany, and he has never seen the plant, but he says, so photos. They told him, this one don't touch. This is, I don't know, Commelina megalensis. You understand? This is not the one you're talking about. By the way, that is a green but botanical name. It's green. Amen. I studied a little agronomy. Yes, and Lantana Kamara. Amen. Those are weeds. Amen. So that you never despise counsel. Let me just take you one minute, please allow me. Amen. Do you know in scripture, the craziest thing that happened? God is the all-wise God. We are in agreement. The all-wise God. There is nothing God does not know. But do you know in Joshua 10:14, God hearkened to the voice of a man. And there was no day like that before it and after it, that the Lord hearkened unto the voice of a man, for the Lord fought for Israel. Joshua spoke to the sun without saying in Jesus' name. He says, son, stop there. And God heard the voice of a man. If God can be humble enough to hear his creation, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? television. The technology was not there. If the sun goes down, you lose a battle. And you know, in one night, people can run for kilometers. By the time it is sun, you don't see any enemy. You hear they are 1 day away. So you keep the only light, Kenya Power lighting, the sun, the only one that is there, it was kept on. God hearkened. He said that advice is wisdom. A man spoke. And the all-wise God decided, I will do as the man has said. If God can be humble enough to take advice for the sake of advancing his own agenda, because Israel will not die, because he said so, I am your God, I will defend you, and I will fight for you. One of the ways of fighting for you is using my power as God. So I stopped the ark from rotating, and it stayed for another 24 hours, and they killed every one of them. God took advice. Now look at, who is Moses? We know him in his old age. But I want to tell you that Moses was trained he went to every university you can imagine. He was a highly learned man, the Bible says. Very intelligent human being. Very intelligent. But God told him, that rod is your help. And he said, yes sir, it is. He said, what do you have? He said, rod. You and him never thought it was anything. But when God showed him, now, drop it on the ground, he didn't argue with him. He just dropped it and saw what happened and picked it. And he said, Moses, you will bring down the greatest civilization using that rod. The intelligent, educated, PhD holder of everything, the guy who knows Egypt like no other person outside Egypt knows, accepted that counsel from God. You mean we will beat these guys? Me, I will just be speaking, and the Lord will just be doing. I say, I'm going. He took advice, a very highly educated person. I'm telling you, God will give you counsel. It will not sound like what you imagine it should be sounding like, but it will work for you anytime. If God says drop your tithe and I'll open the heavens, please stop arguing. Just drop. It's just that simple. Me, I learned it when it was taught me the first time. There's no argument about it. I drop it. I know this is the thing that protects me. Devourers will not find me. Because God said so. I don't normally sit and think, now, how does it normally work? I don't even pray. I say, God, it's illegal for devourer to come. Because I keep dropping my tithe. My heavens remain open, and the devourer is rebuked by you. So when I sit there, I say, God, did you see? You can't see. It's for you to rebuke this devourer. Because God said so. I am a fool for Christ. Amen. I just listen to what he says and I do. And I know you do the same too. Glory to God. The Bible says, Numbers 12:3, Moses was the meekest man on the earth. The meekest man. The victory of Jericho was not a joke. Joshua has been taught. He knows this is war. This is military stuff. This is fire. This is know the coordinates of a place. Aim your thing, fire. Guide the missile to the place. And then God tells him, just go around this thing 7 times. Blow the trumpet once in 6 days. 7 times on the 7th day. Blow the trumpet, shout. That's like the way I would be telling God, Father, give me husband. He said, worship me for half an hour every day. How does worship bring husband? It's none of your business. God, let me tell you, the only thing God eats is worship. To see a man bow to him. That's all. So he can give you any kind of instruction. The thing is, will this man obey? Can this man worship before me? Your obedience become worship. And when you bow like this, God can do anything. Go and check. Say, I found a man after my own heart who will fulfill all my counsel. I found an obedient man. That's all that was being celebrated by God. The victory of Jericho was very strange. A very crazy instruction came, and Jericho fell down. Eli heard the voice of a child. The only thing is that he reacted, he responded wrongly. Eli was a prophet of old, has served for years, has heard God like FM radio. He has books he can give you of what God said 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But he recognized God can speak through anyone. So when the boy came and told him, did you call me? He knew. That is how it began with me too. So when the boy spoke, he told him, say, the next time you hear, say, speak, there's someone listening. And when he did notice the boy didn't come back that night, he came and asked him, my son, what did God say? He was humble enough to hear. He acknowledged God can speak through anybody. So he bowed himself to that boy, and the boy spoke. And then unfortunately, foolishness overtook him. And he said, God is God. Let him do what he feels like. And it was his end. That will never happen to us in Jesus' name. Amen. A child can be used to speak to you. A child. Younger than you in age, younger than you in the knowledge of whatever it is that you are doing. Your staff can give you an idea that will blow your business up. Your staff can tell you something that will rake in millions into your business. And of course, as a Christian, you can't live from an idea like that and live it like that. Even you know, I've made 150 million out of what this boy said. He says it's unfair for me to just be eating by myself. And the truth is, this knowledge didn't come by me. You do something for that person, amen. Because somehow God just decided to bless you by passing some info through him. A child can speak to you. Glory to God. Gideon was given an advice by God. Reduce 32,000 people to 300. The ones that will laugh as they are looking like this, take them. When you laugh like this, is this how to fight the enemy? That when you do this now, you know how to beat people. You know how to kill. But God said that is how we're going to separate them. Those that will do that are the ones that will give victory to. Strange instruction, but it worked because they had total trust in God. King Saul is a king, but he decides, I'm going to ask a prophet. Let's go and look for a prophet, and yet there's a prophet in this town who, the one that he speaks come to pass. My asses are lost. Let me find out. Let me find out from him. And Saul, before he became a king, went to a man of God, humbled himself and knew that God speaks through these people. God ministers through these people. Glory to God. And he went and he received help. Help is lying in these offices. When you come to see mommy and come to see daddy, and you humble yourself and you say, this is my spiritual head. And in the head there are ears. They will hear from me too. I'm coming for counsel. Mommy, daddy, this is what is going on. And you wait for counsel and you say, Mom, what I will be told is what I will do. And they say, go and pray for 7 days. These are the prayers. You take them and follow them religiously. Like the way a doctor tells you 3 times a day. And you know God uses men of God to give answers to the people of God. The answer can come very simply, just by a casual comment that is made by God's servant or mommy. Anybody, amen. And it will answer for you in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. God can speak to you by writings. I went home yesterday after finishing what I was doing here. I saw something in a tube, cream. And my wife was there. She began hearing me. I received it. I receive it. God, I get it. I hear you. I receive it. I won't tell you what that tube is saying. But I said I receive it in Jesus' name. You know what that tube is saying? That tube was given to me by Daddy. It is miracle hand healing cream. You know it, man. He had to. He told me I have to take this one. It is yesterday that I understood why I was given. I saw the name on it. Miracle hand. I said, God, I receive it in Jesus' name. This thing has been here for all this while. And I receive this in Jesus' name. I receive miracle hands. And he can speak to you in anything. Be sensitive. Be sensitive. Naaman humbled himself and took counsel from a maid. Naaman is the only leper in the Old Testament that ever walked out of leprosy. Please, counsel can come to anybody. To our husbands, amen. Your wife is a pastor. Amen. With intelligence, with capacity to process. She is a daughter of Zion, filled with the Holy Ghost. God can channel anything through her. Don't, despise what comes from her. Not all wisdom for that family will come through you. Some of it will come through her. Acknowledge that God can work through her too. That's why the Bible says submitting one to another. That doesn't make a woman equal. The man will remain the head. But the truth of the matter is this: you are called heirs in God. Something can flow from God to better the family through her. So be listening, be humble. Be humble enough Don't overrate yourself and say the only person God can talk to here is me. He said the eyes, the ears, the tongue, everything is in the head. Don't talk. Are you there? That matter is settled. Don't do that in your home. She is also intelligent. She has been around. She has done a few things. She can advise. She may have the business hand. You may not have it. And she may know how to handle things when you start doing businesses or something like that. Please, allow God to move. Take counsel from God. It can come from a word, a writing on a piece of paper, a headline in a newspaper. It can come from a conversation that you are talking with your friend. It can come through there. It can come when you come for counseling here. It can come when you're praying to God and He speaks to you directly. It can come to you from a child. I told you how I was named. My sister was hardly 2 years. She would rub the belly of my mom and say, "Akanika John Ketu." My sister that I followed, the fourth one, she would rub the belly of my mom. And she was hardly 2 years. Because we are 3 years apart. So by the time my mom is pregnant, she's over there, you understand? She was saying, "Akanika John Ketu." There was no other name they could give me other than call me John. The beloved. Amen. The mercy and the grace of God. Praise God. God can speak through anything, and that name speaks up to today. Praise the living God. He can speak through anything. The gospel is simple, don't despise it. The simplicity of the gospel should not fool you. Praise the living God. Amen and amen. Be humble. Don't think that everything is about you. It is not always about you. It's about divine agenda. Let's rise on our feet. Give God all the glory. Let's receive Mommy as she comes to put icing on the cake. In Jesus' name.
Praise the Lord. If you are blessed, you can clap better for Jesus. Powerful. Thanks for being seated. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Always refresh when I hear you speak. Powerful, powerful. Humility, meekness, demand. Is a demand for counsel. In other words, when you are asking God for counsel, come with a meek heart. Don't come with a heart already made up. You need counsel from me, for instance, and you have already made up. You have a misunderstanding with your husband, and you don't know what to do. You ask me to advise you, meanwhile you've packed your load already. You have made up your mind that you are going. I can't waste my time. Do you understand? When somebody comes for me and say, "Okay, do you want to hear?" and you want to hear, you want to hear the word of God, because I can't waste my time. Some will come, their mind already made up. I'm leaving this man. So why are you wasting my time? So when you asking God for something, you come with a plain heart, a free heart. You just want God. You want that person to counsel you. Anybody can advise you, and if you act to it, it works. Myself and my husband, anybody advise us. Everybody that work with us know that we are not like this. When you come, you have your own idea. We listen to you. Do you know who taught me how to appreciate people? My son. At the age of 2, he taught me how to say thank you for any little help. At the age of 2, I was pregnant of his sister. I remember that time I was so tired sitting outside fresh air in one state we call Aba. And I asked him, "Joshua, please bring me a pillow." Innocent boy went, he left what he was doing because he was playing. And he went, he brought the pillow. I took the pillow, he waited, and he looked at her. He said, "Mommy, she thank you now." She thank you. I was shocked. A little boy of 2. Till tomorrow I still tell you. I said, "You taught me how to appreciate people." So no matter what little kindness, the boy was expecting thank you. It's true. When he gave me the pillow, I used it. He was waiting, expecting me to say, "Mommy, say thank you." I didn't say, "Mommy, say thank you." Since that day, and when I said thank you, he was happy. So in any little boy at the age of 2, I can say, "Ah, boss, thank you. Can't you help your mother to do something?" Now he taught me, I listened. Now he need to. When you do something for him, he knows how to say thank you. He knows how to appreciate you. Praise the Lord. And as he has said, weakness in marriage. In marriage, you need to be meek. Husband is the head. As the word of God has said, just take it raw. He's the head of the family. You just take it raw and you submit to him. There is something to gain. When you submit to your husband, you just follow the word of God. When your obedience is fulfilled, you avenge disobedience. When you obey his word, no matter how hard it is, you know that there is profit there. Most of the things we face, or some of the people that left their husband's house, just little advice. Look at the woman I told you that said, "This is what my husband did, and I don't think I can take it." I said, "You will take it." I said, "You will take it to your husband. Take it. This and this and this and this is what you will do. And if you do it, he will respect you, he will honor you." Even though he was strong, the thing was painful. But she acted to the advice. Today, honeymoon. Straight honeymoon. Respect for her. That despite her. Councel. Little councel. Most of the thing is pride. The reason why we don't stay there is pride. Pride. I tell people the fact that you are CEO of your company, that is in your office. You CEO in the office. When you get home, you are under him. Drop that CEO at the office. And when you get home, you come and submit to him, no matter his age. Then you will see the fruit of it. Submission. It has destroyed many homes. Why? Because of pride. Pride. Now God will give us understanding. Ask all of our parents that stayed with their husband, with their husband 30 years, 40 years, enjoying it. If you look at the root of it, you see submission. You see the woman is just submissive to her husband. Our mothers in those days, they are very submissive. How many of you can understand what I'm saying? In those days, they stayed there. They reference their husband. They submit to their husbands. But what we see now, too much of education that has entered into the brain. Too much. We are just too full of ourselves. Pride. It won't take you to anything. If you leave that one, you go to another one, it's still the same man. Men are men. And the only thing that can make man to love you is how you respect him. You break down yourself before him. And see what God will do. And to husband, we have been told, love our wives. That's what God said. Full stop. God didn't say she knows how to cook. God didn't say love her because she's beautiful. No. The moment you say you agree to marry her, you love her. And when you love her, you start seeing the fruit of submission coming. Jesus Christ, while we are yet sinner, the Bible says that he loved us. And that is why we are submitted to Jesus. Because of his love for us. So if you want to just maintain and you want to have a good home, you love your wife as she is. Love covers multitude of sin. You love her. And if you love her, you will protect her. If you love her, you will provide for her. If you love her, you will defend her. You will defend her from in-laws. From your brothers, your sisters. It's not that one small boy will just come to your house and harass your wife and harass her anyhow, and you are just seated and say that is how we do in Africa. Which Africa? Praise the Lord. You defend her. You stand for her. Even when she's wrong, you defend her. That is what is called love. You love her the way she is. Then you see your marriage going on well. The Lord will give us understanding. I'm truly blessed. I'm just blessed. I'm blessed this morning. The Lord will give us that is it a virtue? The virtue of meekness. And with that we get counsel. And with that we move forward. Then notable productivity. Praise the Lord. How many of us are blessed?
Hope you enjoyed. touched and blessed to your next level. Worship with us at Transformers Chapel. We are situated on Kilimani Road, Elsie Plaza, off Eligeo Marakwet, Adams Arcade Roundabout. Visit us on our website, www.transformerschapel.org, or our Facebook page, Transformers Chapel, Nairobi.